I've made over $40,000 in 2024, and I'm going to reveal my exact plan to scaling past a million in 2025. So let's get straight into it. So I'm going to be using a free to paid community funnel in this tutorial, leveraging School as well. School is an education-based online platform. We can start online school communities, make them paid, and then make money off of them. So let me show you guys my free community funnel. So one thing is I want to emphasize is I want to show up every single day. I want to show up in different school communities and my own school community every single day. And how's that through? That's through valuable quality comments. That's by prioritizing quality over quantity because quality is going to get you further than quantity. What it's going to do is going to help me drive traffic to my about page. And obviously, I'm going to set up the proper about page that has a high conversion rate to allow most of that traffic that looks at my community to join my free community. I'm going to reply to every single comments. I'm going to focus on building authentic relationships and not with the intention to sell through comments or posts. And just a small mindset shift I made. When you focus on building authentic relationships as compared to trying to sell this person, sell, 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 sell. When you change that mindset to building an actual relationship, the difference is substantial. The change you make is substantial. The way you speak, the tonality in the way you speak, the way you write your sentences, it's just different and it works so well. So focus on building authentic relationships as compared to selling through comments. And I'm going to provide actual value through posts and comments, which I'm already doing right now, but just make sure I keep doing more of it. Now let me run you guys through my free community onboarding process. So what I do is I send a loom to every single new person that joins my community. It's the software I'm using to record this video right now. I send the loom to every new person I joins. Call the person straight away. So in the membership request question, so before they join, they have to answer a few questions. One of those questions is, what is your phone number? When they answer their phone number with their country code, I call them up straight away. I ring them up, call them up straight away. When I call them up, I tell them, you're inside the free community. Welcome to Traffic University. We're glad to have you inside here. And I tell them the next steps. Then what I do from there is I get them to book a one-to-one free coaching call. And then I run them through the 30-day engagement plan. And then I nurture them through the classroom. Well, here's the classroom right here. So let me run you through the classroom funnel. So you can see over here, start here. That's for onboarding. This could be just basically testimony. It's just nurturing them again. 30-day traffic blueprint is my affiliate course. Call recordings, nurturing. Entrepreneur Ascension, more high level nurturing. Community resources basically gives my posts exposure. Traffic toolkit, more nurturing. And one-to-one action plan again. And that's a reward for them leveling up. And then I'm gonna have a course over here, which is gonna be my downsell course. So people that can't afford my high ticket mentorship or aren't ready to, I'm gonna downsell them. Okay, so let me run you through my onboarding breakdown on a deeper level. So as soon as they join, they get sent to a Loom video. A Loom video is going to be a personalized Loom video sent by me, where I'm going to review their entire profile. I'm going to help them out with their community on that Loom if they run one. Basically, give them a bit of value, show them the next steps inside the community, and just run them through the Start Here course. This should take 2 minutes. So let's say 5 people are joining. I'll schedule out 10 minutes of my day just to record a bit of Looms for this members. Now, it is 2 minutes, but it's a 2 minutes well spent. It's a really, really good use of your time. And now once I've done the loom, they're going to go over to the Start Here course. Now, what's going to be inside the Start Here course? It's going to be a couple of videos. The first video is going to be introduction to the community. Next one's going to be how to ensure success, starting your own community, and book your one-to-one free coaching call. That's a simple structure right there on the Start Here course. Then we have that 30-day engagement plan. So give them small action steps. What this does is it increases engagement inside the community. It gets people properly warmed and nurtured up, which makes it way easier for them to be sold later down the line. That's the whole onboarding breakdown. Now let's go over the nurturing process. So I'm going to post one YouTube video every single day on my YouTube channel, like I'm doing right now. This is a YouTube video I'm recording for my channel right now, simply for nurturing. Make a guide in the community about the video. Then what I do is I post that guide plus the video on other communities, which basically brings this video more exposure, and it's going to drive more traffic to the channel. And what it does is it basically increases views on my channel and acts on CTAs, and the CTAs basically join my free community, and more people will do that if more people view the video. Okay, next thing is value post. So I'm going to make a value post every single day, solving a specific problem my ICP has. What I do then is I record a loom on top of that value post. I'll post it in a few other different communities and then give one CTA to the value post. And then you go driving traffic to my page, driving traffic to my community. Next is the classroom. So classroom is basically having a full course with a combination of YouTube videos and looms. I'm going to structure this course in chronological order, and I'm going to have another full course just with my full guides I post in my community. Basically, all the value posts over here, put them in one and have them as one classroom course. Now I'm going to incentivize members to watch the courses. Here's an incentive I'll give. I'm going to give them small rewards at the end of every single chapter, make the course a level unlock, and then have a massive reward at the end of the course, which they can only claim once they've completed the entire course. It's an incentive for those guys to consume the course. And that's scholarship done. Now let's go over daily conversations. So have conversations with the community members on a daily basis. And then I'm going to nurture them through my YouTube videos. And then I'll send them over some resources to help them out, right? So let's say they're struggling with community management. Send them over some resources, content resources, general entrepreneurship resources, sales, GPT bots. I've got absolutely everything, pages and pages. I've got like a massive vault, which let's say someone in my community has a problem where they're struggling to fix. Go straight to this document, send them over a resource, problem done. Okay, that's that part done. Now let's go over a community call funnel. So as you guys know, we're gonna have community calls. So here's the quick community call funnel. So we're gonna have coffee hour or basically a hangout with the community call. Have this 2 times per week where community members jump on and they connect with each other. It's a really, really good networking opportunity. And the whole point of this is to build a relationship with the community. This can last somewhere to 30 minutes to an hour to 2 hours, depending on how long the guys want it going on for. Then we have a community Q&A, which is specifically for answering questions. Now I'm going to put a post out 2 days before the questions to be answered, and then answer these questions in depth, and then ask questions from the people inside the call, and then I answer that 2 times a week. And then we have one traffic masterclass every single week. So this is going to be around 30 minutes. And what I do is I answer one question in extreme detail, spend 20 minutes answering it. I use a virtual whiteboard like what I'm doing right now. I put the recording in a classroom and encourage members to watch it 1 time a week. So there we go. We have like 5 community calls right there inside your free community. Now, the whole point of a free community is to make it so valuable. Just make it so valuable that people would pay for it and be given it for free. That's how valuable we should make it. Now, that's the community call of that done. Now, let's go over the nurturing post strategy. So, this is an example of a nurturing post. So, this is what I made previously. Anyone who comments, I'll create them a custom about page. As you guys can see, comment the word about, and I'll create the about page. This guy commented the word about, I replied to him, and I made his about page. Okay. And then what we do over here is, let's say someone else replies about. What I can do is I can record a quick video for them. So I record an entire loop for them, showing them exactly how I structure my about pages so they can use the exact framework. And then every person that comments the word yes underneath his post gets the exact framework. This is high level nurturing stuff. People comment yes, 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 and then I send them over the resource. That's nurturing strategy. And then we have the webinar strategy on top of that. So we have a webinar once every 2 weeks where I try and mix it up every single week. So it doesn't look the exact same for the members that joined previously. I'm going to have a call to action at the end of the webinar to book a one-to-one free coaching call, which then I turn into a sales call and then close them. I'm going to promote the webinar 3 days before and then promote the recording 3 days after, then delete it, repeat this process 2 times a month. And I'm going to send a DM from my alt account to every single member in the community to join the webinar. Simple as that. Now, that is my entire free community funnel right there, which I'm going to be using to scaling past $1 million in 2025. That's that part done. Now, let's go over my downsell course. So, prospects doesn't buy. Okay, let's say my prospect doesn't buy my high ticket mentorship. Doesn't matter, right? We're going to downsell them on a downsell course. Price will be $200 or less. And the whole point of this is to nurture them and get them fast wins. All right, downsell course, give the member fast wins, leverage the 7 hour rule, make the course around 7 hours long just to nurture them extra level. And then once the 7 hour rule is done, the 7 hour rule basically states that a person or a viewer needs to have 7 hours of content consumed from you for them to make an buying decision. That's what I'm doing with the whole point of that course. And I basically upsell them. That's the downsell course done. Now let's go over community challenges. Community challenges are a massive one. So what are some benefits of community challenges? Increased engagement, gets a member good results, competitive atmosphere, and reduces free community challenges is a massive one. Right. So let me go over the 30-day challenge. This is the one I'm running inside my community. So I'm going to run this up the entirety of January. So the challenge is whoever grows the free community the most in 30 days. I'm going to document the before and after results through a post and then pin it at the top. I'm going to have a daily value post plus a traffic tip post to get more members in. And at the end of 30 days, I want to see the results, use them as a testimonial. And then again, obviously give these members a reward. The rewards could be induced in the Hall of Fame, member spotlight, time period inside the paid community, coaching calls, and then at the end of all of that, I upsell them into my paid community. It's as simple as that. It's so simple, but it works amazing. It's incredible. So that's that side done. That's the community challenges part done. Now let's move on to the sales call funnel, which is something a lot of people actually struggle with. So I'm going to aim to solve all your problems right here. So this is how my sales calls go. So first off, it's a two or more call close. So I have a setting call and then I have a sales call. So setting call is basically just making sure people book the call, book the initial call. I'm going to position this call as a free value call. All right, and the purpose of this call is to find out more about the situation. As you guys can see over here, I send them this link. All right, more about the situation. And then what I do is I document everything they're telling me. So I ask them different questions like, where do you want to be in, let's say, 3 months from now? They answer that question. And then I document their results on a Google document, which then I can later use in the sales call process. I provide value, obviously, based off their answers. I provide so much value, they would pay for it. And then I give them a recording of the call on the end to just overload them with even more value, just to make sure they got it in the end. And then what I do is I send them a link to book the sales call on the setting call. Now, once they've done that, now we move on to the sales call, which ideally should be around a week or so from the setting call. In that week, I'm going to nurture them through the value in the 1 week. I'm going to nurture them through my, again, resources and prospects document here. And then once they've booked in, I direct them to a post-booking VSO. So it's going to be a thank you page VSO, and then we get them on the call, and then we close them. Simple as that. All right. Now, if they don't pay in full, we're gonna make sure we get a down payment or a payment plan. Now, the worst case is they don't buy anything. They're still in the funnel, and we continue nurturing them because we have an entire funnel set up to make sure that they're gonna be ready to buy. So these are some of the sales calls I've generated over here in the last couple of days. So it's just absolutely crazy. That's the sales call part of it done. Now let's move on to webinars, and webinars are a massive, massive one. Now, I didn't come to realize the power of webinars until one of my mentors, Javen Zane, actually told me he closed a 8 to 9K webinar in the month of, I think it was September or October. I just realized webinars are so powerful. Why are you taking 10 different sales calls when you can take them on one? It's as crazy as that, right? So webinars are a massive one. So let me go over a free community webinar funnel. So we're gonna have a webinar twice a week, every 2 weeks, once every 2 weeks. We're gonna mix the content up in the webinar. The call to action is gonna be to book a one-to-one free value call. Now we're gonna promote the webinar 3 days before and then 3 days after to watch the recording. And then in the end, we delete the recording and we repeat this process 2 times a month. That's in the free community. Now let's go over in other communities. So show up every single day in other communities that I want to host a webinar in. And then what I can do is I can connect with the owner of the community, give them a really, really good incentive for me to host a webinar, maybe 20 to 40% commission. All right, and then I prepare the massive 2 hour webinar. In the end, host a webinar with a CTA to book a sales call. And then people book the call and I close them. Simple as that. Or worst case, I get them inside my free community. And then this entire funnel repeats itself. Get them on a call there again. And then go down this funnel. And then it's just like impossible for them not to get away from this funnel. It's literally impossible. I've set it up in such a way where if you think you're away from the funnel, you're still going to be in it. So it's pretty smart. I've set it up in that way. But now let's go over webinar. So let's go over the ads and content strategy inside of the webinars. So to make the webinars even powerful, we're going to run ads. So how are we going to run them? We're going to build out an entire landing page where people get redirected to when they opt in for the webinar. Something like what Iman Ghazi has done over here. And then we spread the link of the landing page all over my social media profiles, all over my free community. The end goal of it to collect emails and the phone number of the prospects. Now I have a massive lead list there. Now what I can do is I can spam that email list with that link of the webinar to make sure they join the webinar. The reminders, as you guys can see with the webinar, right? And then we send a shit ton of reminders of the webinar, host the webinar, and then we repeat this funnel, get CTA to book a sales call, and then close them or get them inside my free community. That's the entire webinar structure right there. Right now, one more thing we're going to cover is the content strategy. So let's go over the YouTube strategy. The YouTube strategy is to post one YouTube video every single day, like what I'm doing right now. One YouTube video every single day. Here's the structure. So generally focus on top of the funnel content, February focus on top of the funnel slash bottom of the funnel, and March focus on middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel. Mess my words up there a little, but it's fine. And then we're gonna have how we're gonna use this top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel strategy. We'll have an entire content system laid out on Notion to make sure I get that all done. Frequency is gonna be one times every single day, 2 to 3 times, something like that. One time every single day. Right. Now let's go over some benchmarks, tracking, and target KPIs. So 7 videos every single week, one talking head video a week, one physical whiteboard video a week, 2 digital whiteboard videos a week, 2 docs per week, and 1 Miro per week. And I'm gonna direct the viewers only to one CTA and one CTA alone, and that's gonna be my free community. Right? That's my YouTube strategy done. Now, with the Instagram strategy, it's going to be a bit messed up. So let's go with the video plan. So video plan for the digital whiteboard, we're going to be using either Canva or Freeform. Physical whiteboard, obviously an actual physical whiteboard. Google Documents, you guys know what Google Documents is. And then TalkCat, just me talking to it, talking to the camera. Okay, now let's go over a bit of Instagram. So Instagram main account is to have edited reels every single day, maximize the reach from the reels, and post a mix of lifestyle content and business content, as well as posting a lot of stories. So let me run you guys through the entire story sequence. So story sequence, we're gonna have client results, we're gonna have personal results, we're gonna have learnings, we're gonna have long form stories, and we're gonna have lifestyle stories. That's the entire Instagram funnel right there. I haven't placed too much emphasis on it. I've been testing and tinkering with a few different things every now and again. It's just not finalized, but that's the Instagram funnel right there. YouTube one is that's right there. And yeah, that's my entire plan to making over $1 million in 2025. Now, if you guys want to get access to this entire Miro board for free, I'm going to link my free school community down below, top link in the description. Make sure you join. I have a very, very special offer running, so make sure you join it to find out and also to access this entire Miro board.